Hey there YouTube, this is Master Hero Mex here with your deck profile. First off, let me say a few things I had to correct from my last video, from my last deck profile at least. Mass change, whenever you activate it to switch out a monster from an attack, they do get a replay. The ruling is that the target of the attack actually was changed, so they do get a replay. I don't know why I didn't think that before. I just couldn't think of any cards before that went one for one with a monster change up during a battle. I don't know, it's really weird. It kind of makes sense when you think about it, but still. Sorry about that. Second, Fusion Gate did come common, not super. They changed it up last second before they sent it out. It should have been Fusion Gate instead of Mass Dragon. That was super. I know. Disappointed as well, but anyways. Alright, onto the deck. 1 E-Hero Stratos. You should already know what he does. 3 Voltix. Inflict damage to your opponent, persona 1 free play hero, or 1 banished hero. Pretty good card in the deck. Actually, I think it pretty much makes the deck, especially with Miracle Fusion and Fusion Gate. Just extremely good. There's a lot of loops. There's some loops with them, or combos at least. Double Alias. Basically just light targets in the deck and beat sticks. Pretty much don't do anything else. I took out Divine Neos out of my extra deck, so they pretty much just sit in there now as light and beat sticks. Might replace these with Prisma actually. Now that I think about it, Prismas are quick dumps, so we'll see how it tests. Double Ocean. They hardly get their effects off, but they're basically just water targets for 0. 1 Ice Edge. Good back row hate. Pitch a card for a quick Miracle Fusion if you want. They will have to warning or depresent or do something to stop this guy because otherwise they'll lose their back row. So 1 Heat. I'm thinking about playing a second. Not quite sure yet. There's a regional coming this weekend, so I have to finish up this deck, but this is it for now. Basically, he gets 200 points for every hero you control, and he's also my Nova Master target. My fire target for the deck. So 1 Honest. You guys should know why. Double Veiler. Basically stops, Chaos Sorcerer Kaya's upcoming Blacklash Soldier since he's back in. Don't know why, but Chaos Sorcerer, Kaya's Blacklash Soldier, Trish, cards that will end your opponent's loop. Librarian. Cards that would just become annoying. And they're also light targets for Miracle Fusion, and if you're desperate, Fusion Gate. So 1 Gores. You do play a lot of permanent spell and trap cards into spell and trap cards, but he's just too good not to have in the deck. I mean, I might end up taking him out, but I just like him so much, especially when I open with him, which I do very often. Don't know why, but I do. And yeah, pretty much just good to have in the deck. Also, you will probably be signing him out pretty easily for some size I'll show you later on. 1 Grand Mole. He should have been hit by Banless a long time ago. Such a broken card, but seriously, I mean the format needs him. Bounce back, Trish, Personal Librarian. They will have to warning. They will deprison. They will do anything in their power to stop him because he's so annoying. 1 Monk. I think Monk got back up to 2. I might play 2 Monks now, but we'll see. Basically, pitch a dead spell trap card or any spell trap card that you don't need for a hero. Pretty much turns any spell card in your hand to a hero, a summoned hero. It's also a quick exceed. Summon out, Voltic, exceed, whatever. Spells, staples, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn, 1 Book, 1 Trunade, obviously, which will become Heavy Storm, which I do not like in the upcoming format. Heavy Storm will kill Decree, will kill Fusion Gate, and nobody will be setting their whole hand for back row with Heavy Storm coming out. I will be forced to with Fusion Gate and Royal Decree. I will probably save a Royal Decree in my hand, and hopefully it won't hurt me too bad. We'll see. One MST. Only play one because again 3 degrees. No really need for the second MST. Might replace it with a Prohibition, or just throw in Prohibition next format, just because of MST is back up to 3. Double Hero Lives, triple E-Call, and 1 Rhoda, just for hero searchability. Heroes Live is so good. It's so good in this deck. I mean, obviously. But play Heroes Lives, summon out Stratos. Stratos, get a monster. Play Book on Stratos. Stratos goes back face down. Play another Heroes Live, summon out another one. Summon out another hero. Fusion summon, exceed summon, whatever you need to do. I mean, it's really good. And does a face-up monster. Doesn't mean you don't have to have any monster, just says any face-up monsters. So keep that in mind. I've misplayed with that a few times. Triple Miracle Fusion. One of the best top decks in the game by far, in my opinion. Feel free to disagree, but honestly, who doesn't like top decking Miracle Fusion? Seriously. Alright. 1 Future Fusion. The deck only runs 10 heroes, but you know, it's quick fusion dump. They will waste their MST on it if they have it, just so you don't get the dump. And even does go through, they will have to worry 2 turns later about your Shining or Trinity or whatever you pick that comes out. They will have to focus on this card and on the monster coming out of it. So we'll see. 1 Super Poly. I would main board 2, but I just don't like it right now. Too many dark archetypes running around, and too many Tengu variants running around. So until Great Tornado comes out, main boarding only 1. 2 when Great Tornado comes out and siding a 3rd. But right now I'm main boarding, side boarding 1 each. Triple Fusion Gate for the main fusions. Card is amazing, especially with Oppression being banned upcoming format, because Oppression is the only thing that can really touch this thing. You cannot warning it. You will have to. They will have to MST it, which is why I don't like MST up to 3. But we'll see. I will probably main board a Prohibition just for MST. But yeah, can't warning this. If you need to know why, I will explain later on. I'm kind of short on time here. Actually, you know what? Might as well. Basically, it has a latent effect. I can activate it and not do anything for 10 turns if I wanted to. It can just sit there. It does not have a special, timed something timed that makes it special summon. I can activate it. I can activate it whenever I want. I don't have to summon. Warning says negate the activation of the card. This card activates and it can just sit there, like I just said. Warning cannot touch a latent effect. It cannot touch the effect of a spell trap card. The activation of it, yes. The effect, no. So that's why Warning cannot touch Fusion Gate. It is a ruling. Look it up. Go ahead and ask your friends about it. Tell your friends about it. It's true. 100%. 3 Terraformings for the Fusion Gate. You run 3 and 3 just for the simple fact you want field presence right away. So that way they're playing off of your moves. They're trying to get around your big monsters, and they are not playing their own moves. They're just giving you basic advantage. And for the traps, Triple Decree. You can't play Warning. You can't play Solemn with this deck. Well, you could play Solemn. You can't play Warning because you already have 2 cards that cut your life points in half. The deck is so thinning that you run into these guys really easily, especially if they're Hobby League. So really, really good cards. Stop your opponent's Deep Prison, stop their macro, which this deck hates both of those cards, along with Compulse. Hates all 3 of those. I am not running Mass Change for the simple fact that it's just a neg-1 cost. It's a neg-1 already. You use Mass Change, use the monsters as a neg-1, and Vapor loses to Deep Prison and bigger monsters. Goka is not one of the main cards. Mass Change is good in some decks, like let's say a Trinity / Vapor / Black Garden deck. I mean, that deck is good. I'll probably be doing a video about that later on, but we'll see. Alright. For the extra, we have Triple Shining. you have to have 3 in the deck. You cannot play less than 3. Little advice: if you have 2 Shinings out, either on field or engrave, wait till they both engrave and draw Miracle Fusion to fuse them both for the 3rd Shining. Because if one's not removed, if both are engraved and one's not removed, when Shining comes out, the 3rd one, you're pretty much screwed, because you need the 3rd Shining to recycle these 2. You'll hardly ever do it, but just a little advice. Triple 0. Just I have to play 3 just for the blow up, and the opponent has to get around him. Double Gaia. I might take one of him out for a Trishula just because I play Veiler, but I hardly know some Veiler anyways. But we'll see. Keep saying that. And also, you will hit yourself if you don't have a 2nd Gaia when you need it. Double Nova Master. The draw power in the deck, pretty much. Card is amazing. 26 attack points. Run over your Stardust. Run over your Shein. I get to draw a card. Really good. Deck needed this so bad. 1 Adoration. Adoration targets can also target himself. So you can most likely you will be targeting himself. You can target any monster your opponent controls, and their attack points go down by his attack or any other hero you control. Really good card to go over big beaters you don't like. So 1 Trinity, amazing card all around. That's all I have to say. 1 Drago Quest, simply main decking Super Poly and side decking in a second. Shein / Barkion, also Sabers, you know, and not to mention pretty much everything in the deck is Warrior. So if you want to get on your opponent's Stardust with Absolute Zero, then just Super Poly them both away. It's not that hard to do. 1 Chimera Tech, and 1 Utopia, since everything in deck's level 4. I probably will be playing Roach if I get it. I just don't have one at the moment. So, and since we have a little bit of time, let's go into side deck. Double Cyber Dragon, anti Chimera Tech, gadgets and card queries, pretty much. And also on Gemini Heroes, although they probably won't see much play this upcoming regional. This is what deck's for, by the way. This regional is Saturday. 2 Puppet Plant against Samurais and against the mirror match. There's been talk about a bunch of Fusion Gate builds or hero builds this weekend, so I'm preparing for that heavily because I do not like the mirror match at all since Fusion Gate works for both players. Double DD Crow. For any deck that pretty much runs Pat Avarice or Plants, also probably 1 against the mirror, just for the Miracle Fusion. 1 Connect Soldier, Samurais against, also again, the mirror. Best card against the mirror I thought of, 1 Striker for 2, Hero City. I side out 1 or 2 of my Fusion Gates and put in this and some other stuff. That way they play Fusion Gate for me, and then I can just overlap this and get my monsters back. Really well. Works really well. 1 Super Poly, obvious reasons. Double Nobleman for Raikou and Dark Souls and shit like that. 1 MST, sideboard in a second, just in case they needed it for Defisher decks or whatever. 3 Provision. I like it a lot. This is for cards that people find annoying, like Tengu or Lone Fire, or if you're facing a deck that sides or main Defissers and Defissers themselves, you can also call Kageki or Shein or MST when it comes out to 3. So Pot of Avarice, you can stop decks cold with this, especially if you say Formula Synchron or TG Hyper Librarian. They can't do anything. Like, they have the MST or Trinated away. That's the only way to get rid of it. It's really good. Alright, thanks YouTube. That was my deck profile for this upcoming Saturday regional. Stay tuned for a few duel videos that I will be recording next few days and this Saturday. Alright, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions with the deck, just post them, message me, do whatever. Alright, thanks YouTube. See you.